Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Renee if you are new here, and today we are talking sunglasses for round faces specifically. So when it comes to choosing sunglasses for rounder faces, the goal is always going to be to find a frame that balances and adds angles to the softness of the face. You're going to want to avoid rounder or circular frames, as it's always going to emphasize the roundness of our face. So let's get into some sunglass shapes that are generally considered flattering for rounder faces. I have a bunch here, so I'm just going to go through a few with you guys. So first we're going to get started with some square or rectangular frames. So the more angular frames tend to add more definition to the rounder faces. I have a few here. I have this like cream pair from Free People. I'll do cutaways so you guys can see. I have this classic black Celine frame. And this pair I believe is also from ASOS. Always prefer a more oversized frame for my face personally. When it comes to the more of the rectangular frames, you want to make sure they're not that very thin cut. They have to be wider. That way it doesn't make your face appear bigger. As you can see with these are wider frames. Because rectangle can come very thin or it can come more oversized. I personally need more oversized because I have a higher cheekbone and of course my rounder face. Next up, we're going to discuss my favorite shape, and that's going to be the Aviator. Specifically an oversized Aviator. It gives a modern, chic look and still gives you cool and still complements the roundness of your face. I have my favorite pair here from Elisa Johnson's line. You can always get like a nice cool color in the lens if you just want to add a little bit of, funkiness to your frame and then keep it neutral with the tortoiseshell. I have this yellow frame here. I have this pair here from Aldo Men's. Believe it or not, the lens is yellow and the frame is black. I love these. How dope are these? And this I still consider sort of an Aviator. It's not as oversized. These are from Free People. It's like a gradient black lens with a gold frame. In my opinion, the Aviator is always going to be flattering. They're always going to lay on your face at the right angles. Big tip, if you have a pair of sunglasses that you may feel they may not be laying right and they're metal and they have these nose pads here in the middle, you can always adjust them. I've adjusted it for people before and it felt so much more comfortable on their faces. You may need to push them in closer if you needed to rest a little bit higher in your face if you have higher cheekbones, or you can space them out if you need them to lay a little bit flatter on your face. If you feel like they're a little bit uneven, sometimes it may be the nose pad that needs adjusting. Definitely my go-to shape. Now let's talk cat eye for a minute. Now normally I used to stay away from this shape, but I found a formula that works for me, and again, oversized is always gonna work. I have this pair of Dior's that I love, and they're not a sharp cat eye. They have just enough angle to give you that retro look, but again, it's wider at the top and it's also wider at the bottom. A lot of cat eyes tend to be really pointy here and they go really narrow in here next to near the nose area, and it rests right on your cheekbones and just makes your face look big and bloated like a goldfish. Just being honest, and it's not flattering. Some people don't mind it, but I personally do. I don't want my face to look bigger, so always opt for, or at least I do, more oversized cat eye. This is a classic pair from Dior in a tortoiseshell. These are some of my first pairs of designer sunglasses. Now, speaking of retro, I'm also a major fan of vintage frames. I have two pairs here, one that I thrifted and one that I got from a vintage shop. I have this white one here. I love a retro look. Sometimes these frames are all you need just to add a little bit of oomph to your look, but I found that more like in the 70s, they always had like great oversized frames. It's like, oh my god, look at this. I just automatically look retro, pinup, like a 60s doll, And a lot of times when you source a lot of your vintage frames, you're gonna be the only one with them. So that's all I have for you guys today. I just wanted to give you a few quick tips if you are having trouble shopping for sunglasses for the spring summertime and you have a rounder face. I know it can be challenging, so take a couple of tips when you're going out and shopping. Think about what I said and good luck. So as always, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell wherever it is on the screen. That way you're notified every time I upload a video. Follow me on all my social media channels, Instagram, TikTok. Head on over to my website. I'm now accepting personal styling consultations at RENEELENNOX.com. And until next time, bye. No, me no flex, time. Dollars show up on CP time. I just wanna make up on